Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. So, today's teaching is related with this one, a special connected with the 1 year course about the Vajrayana teaching. So, normally what we call Vajrayana, Vajra meaning indestructible. So indestructible meaning that our true nature, so nature of me, you, all of us is wonderful. It is free, beyond, and especially two things. One is the freedom, meaning our true nature is free from subject, object, free from concept, free from negativity, and all the sufferings. And our true nature, that freedom is indestructible. Meaning, for example, is like sky or space. That this space, like now you are watching the video, so the traditional example is the space itself is the free, meaning you cannot shoot space, you cannot burn space, you cannot cut space. So in a way, the space is kind of like example for indestructible. Like what we call space is empty. So if something exists, if something is there, then no matter how you strong, how solid, how firm is, it will change. Like even diamond also getting older. Diamond is impermanent. You can cut the diamond, make the shape. So the stone and the hardest as a diamond also not free, because it will change. But when we talk about the space, of course, we talk about the space different between scientific space and the Buddhism space, a little bit different. So Buddhism space here is just unobstructiveness, just openness. But the scientist space is connected with what we call the air element, very subtle element of the air. I think we will discuss this later. So element is the part of these teachings, 5 elements. We discuss about that in the future. But so scientific space meaning can curve, space, time, form. It's like form, like it can become really constant together. But the Buddhist space here is meaning just openness, that everything, like science, sometimes they talk about the Big Bang. So Buddhist space even exists before the Big Bang. Why the Big Bang is allowed, possible? Because that unobstructiveness, that openness, that allowingness coming from the space element. So that space is indestructible. That space is unborn, never exist. So even time change, even material change, even all the element change, you cannot really destroy that space because it's unborn. In order to die, in order to getting old, in order to change, you have to being born first. So actually we all have this wonderful nature, that space, like space, is the like Vajra, indestructible. So this nature is not just me, you, all of us. So that nature is what we call emptiness. Emptiness meaning beyond, free. And also emptiness is indestructible. Nothing can destroy because you not exist. Just like space. So it's wonderful, right? If we really want to be free, then if we recognize emptiness, we'll be really free. Otherwise, no matter how you strong is, how solid is, how grounded is, how big is, how powerful is, it will change, impermanent, getting old, will die. Even the entire universe is getting older, and one day it will vanish, but of course it will come. It's like cycle, right? So the most indestructible nature is that beyondness, that emptiness. So like Vajra. So Vajra. So now the second quality is in the Vajrayana. The very important is what we call clarity, luminosity. Sometimes we talk about the awareness, or it is equal to possibility, potential. So, of course, space is like free, beyond, which is wonderful. Nobody can harm you, nobody can destroy. Yet, if just empty, then boring, nothing, right? You're gone. You not exist. So totally gone. So the second quality is what we call, though all of us by nature is beyond, is free, yet not nothing. And especially in the Vajrayana, really emphasize about this luminous quality, the awareness quality, the clarity. So our true nature, though is totally beyond like space, but then we give example, sky with the sun shining. There is luminous quality, knowingness. So therefore, that luminous quality has a lot of different aspects. So it has, we talk about 5 kayas, 5 Buddha family, 5 wisdoms. All these five and they variety, they mix together and become like 25. And this become 84, and become so many, limitless, with a different aspect. So meaning sometimes what we call nirvana aspect. And here when we talk about the nirvana is not just cessation, what we call unabiding nirvana, meaning you're not gone. So that means there's so many enlightened qualities manifesting. So kayas, 5 kayas, 5 wisdoms, 5 Buddha families, 5 the wisdom which is manifesting 5 aspects: body, speech, mind, quality, activity. These 5 different manifestations. All this possible. But then also there's some samsaric aspect, the negative aspect, which is if we are not recognize our true nature, then that becomes 5 elements. We can discuss about the 5 elements like space, the sometimes begin with earth, sometimes begin with the water, it depends. Anyway, like earth, water, fire, air, these 5 elements become the external, the realm, the earth universe is made by material level 5 elements. And then inner, in the beings, related with the beings, what we call 5 aggregates, like the body, the what we call the matters, like body, the form or the matter aggregates, like you can see this flesh, blood, organs, the tissues, nerves, the cells, all these other earth related with the element, the matter element. Then we have sensation in the body, the sensation of feeling, pleasant, unpleasant, neutral sensation. Then we have concept, the conceptualize, the mind thinking, like reasoning, what we call the cognitive level. So feeling is emotional level, but number 3, the concept is the cognitive level. Then we have imprint, unconscious or imprint, habitual level. Then we have the just all these 4, especially these 3, the feeling, concept, and the imprint is based on the consciousness, number 5. So what we call 5 aggregates, and also 5 colors, 5 directions, 5 different realms, and that mixed together become samsara, various manifestations. So therefore, though all of us by nature is free beyond, which is wonderful, right? It's indestructible. Nothing can harm you by nature, of course, right? By nature, I'm saying by nature, of course, we are not fully realized that. Right now, we have full of problem. I think all of you have problem, I think. How many of you have suffering, a problem, obstacle? Raise your hand. You can raise your hand in front of screen. Of course, everybody has problem, I think. I think all of you are raising hand. So, looks like right now, we don't have this freedom, the emptiness quality, and we are not really experiencing this luminous quality, the awareness, luminosity, or the richness, these great qualities. We don't feel it. So what we feel is just this physical body, which is stuck with time and the matters, and we have this mind, the feeling stuck in this body, trapped in this body. So if you pinch, pain, right? If you drink coffee, quite happy for 20 minutes. And somebody tell you, you stupid. Now the emotion comes like volcano eruption. So, not only that, then the conceptual mind, the monkey mind, bala bala bala, yada yada, always talking. And that does always opposite. So when you say, don't think about the pizza, what happened? We think about pizza, right? I think all of you have that. And then you really want to have sleep in the night. I need to sleep. I need to sleep. What happened? Sleep disappear. How many of you have that experience? So in the night, you really want to sleep, but sleep disappear. Raise your hand. Not only you, it's similar. It's universal suffering. And that is not just sleep. Like in English, there's a saying that the grass, the other side, always greener. So craving makes everybody running away from you. Like if you go to the exam, you really want to have all the answers, remember all the answers. but your brain become empty, your mind become empty. I think I know the answer. Gap. As soon as exam finish, you come out of exam room. Oh, you remember, but now too late. So the craving makes suffering. Aversion, meaning no pizza, is not just no pizza. It connected with your relationship, your work, environment, personal life, professional life, family life. As soon as if you caught with aversion, no matter what that thing is, it doesn't matter, diamond, garbage or diamond, it doesn't matter. For you, it becomes unpleasant. The sense of lovable is gone, becomes suffering. Like pizza, no pizza, no pizza, more pizza will come. So craving, aversion is the what we call the cause of suffering. And this too is based on the ignorance. Ignorant meaning we are not recognize our true nature. And there are so many misperceptions, delusion, illusion, wrong belief, very strong, the ignorant normally. Based on ignorance, actually, special grasping of existence, subject and object, all this concept is ignorant. So that ignorance becomes reality, though nature of all of us is free, is emptiness, indestructible, like Vajra. But then ignorant, not recognize that, makes everything solid, real, fixed. Another example is what we call like ice and the water. When the water become ice, that fixed, rigid, solid, right? If you are in the ice, you cannot move. You are frozen. You're fixed. No freedom. Not much possibility. But if that ice become water, you can swim, you can move, you can drink, you can wash, and lot of freedom, possibility, move. But they are same thing. Both are made by same material. So sometimes what we call samsara, nirvana, by nature is same. But the problem is if you not recognize our true nature, then everything becomes fixed. Right now, we are in samsara. So we are fixed with the time, matter, subject, object. Normally we talk about 4 boxes. Yes box, no box, both box, neither box. And these are huge. Not just idea level, it's in the feeling level, it's in the perception level, it's everywhere. So sometimes what we call, we create our own person and we trap our own person. So who create all this person? You. All of you. You create your own universe. You create your own samsara. You create your own nirvana. So how we create samsara and nirvana? Just based on 2 things. Ignorant. Based on ignorance, then aversion and the craving comes. All this become 3 things. Ignorant, aversion, craving. And that is the base of samsara. So now we are not indestructible. We are fragile, suffer, trapped, sensitive, and complicate. But when we develop wisdom, the opposite of ignorance, recognize you, all of us, as enlightenment. Actually, the Vajrayana said, you are Buddha. All of you are Buddha right now. I am Buddha, I am Buddha, you Buddha, everybody is a Buddha. Do you believe that or no? How many of you believe that? Raise your hand in front of screen. At the beginning, I learned these Vajrayana teachings from my father when I was 9. And I don't believe that I have this wonderful nature because I had panic attacks. So when you have panic attacks, you suffer a lot, right? You're not happy. And pain around your heart, sweating, fear about everything, especially for me, fear about the thunderstorm, snowstorm, strangers. And life is not really nice. It's very, very unhappy. And not just panic attacks. Some people has depression, loneliness, low self-esteem, anxious, anxiety, and a lot of suffering, especially nowadays in the world is turbulent, right? It's up and down. And then especially our emotional mind become very sensitive nowadays. So we suffer more. And recently, someplace in the world, they said the cause for death, emotionally, the cause for, number one cause for people dying is the emotional problem. So it's huge, also suffering emotionally nowadays. So when we have these problems, sufferings, we never think we have this indestructible nature. Our true nature is free, beyond, not just free, it has luminous quality, so it's enriched. It is colorful. It is dramatic. It is beautiful. All these kayas, wisdoms, different activities, boundless awareness, boundless love and compassion, boundless wisdom. So these are not just you're free. So emptiness help us free, but the clarity, luminous help us colorful, joyful, happiness, lasting happiness, not just normal happiness. So the essence of the Vajrayana teaching, sometimes what we call pure perception. So pure perception means I am Buddha, you are Buddha, everybody is Buddha. So actually what we call samsara is nirvana. So we don't need to look for the nirvana somewhere up there or somewhere in the future that we will achieve. So what we call the nirvana is here, right now, right here. But the important thing is we need to recognize. If you are not recognized, and for us, it's not nirvana, it is samsara. But if you recognize your true nature, then nirvana is just here. So the traditional example is what we call the diamond. And this is also kind of like modern stories. So one time I heard of the story from India, Mumbai. There's a slum, a family, they own the house and the land in the slum. And their life is very difficult because they have to look for food, and sometimes, no money and not much things to eat. And eventually they have family, children. So they have to send them for the school and all these things. Then they decided to sell the land and house so they can support for their children and the family. So then the one of the housing development company, they bought the land and they begin to build the big like condos. So they dig out the ground. Under the ground, they found the ancient treasure. Many years before, somebody put them like treasures, the precious gem, beneath the ground. So actually, that slum family owns all these treasures, and that worth of many millions of US$. But then for that family, entire life is suffering. Actually, they are very rich. Actually, they own the land. That means these treasures belong to them. But the problem is they not discover. They are not recognized. They own treasure. So their entire life is suffer. So similarly, all of us here, we all have this wonderful treasure within us, all these kayas, wisdoms, everything there. Normally we talk about the boundless awareness, boundless love and compassion, boundless wisdom, these three unity qualities within us, all of us, but we are not recognized. So then what we become very sensitive, fragile, unhappy, full of suffering, trapped with the subject, object, time, matter. So we end up here, just like that slum owner. So that pure perception in the Vajrayana talk about everything is enlightened by nature, and how we should recognize that is the Vajrayana practice. So normally in Tergar we talk about like for example, when we begin to practice the joy of living courses. In Tergar we have this joy of living courses, path of liberation course. Now here the Vajrayana Online, we talk about all these elements, kayas, wisdoms, this pure perception that we discuss that. For example, the first thing, sometimes we introduce that awareness with us 24 hours. For example, how many of you can see my hand? So seeing my hand is the awareness. So awareness meaning the knowing quality, lucidity quality of the mind, that you can see, hear, smell, taste, bodily sense. You can think. How many of you think about the pizza? Raise your hand. That is awareness. How many of you can feel the temperature now in your body? That is awareness. So that awareness normally is like what we call, if you go to the movie theater, then there's a projector, right? And that's projector projecting on the screen, what you see, stories. So in the movie, sometimes good story, bad story, they fight each other. And different colors, of course, 5 colors, yeah. Black, white, green, red, blue, and then they all mix together, become various different colors, yellow, so many different things, right? But all these colors, all this story, the base is the light. The yellow is light, red is light, black is light, green is light, everything is light, and all the story is light. Similarly, for us, the luminous quality that we are experiencing, can see, hear, smell, things, all these are based on the self-luminosity. So self-luminosity is what we call like flame, like candle, lamp, lamp. If you lit the lamp, and the flame is illuminated by itself. So we don't need to use flashlight, right? But if you want to see, watch, then we need external light, because watch is not the light. But the flame is the light. illuminated by itself. So that self-luminosity is the base for all of us. But we are not recognized. Then what happened? The luminous become other luminosity, meaning we can see, hear, subject, object, time, matters. And we don't see this nature is emptiness. We are trapped, solid, fixed. So now the good news is we are free, we are indestructible like Vajra, yet not just free, there is enrichment, there is endowment, there is manifestation, there is happening, potential, possibility. All these kayas, wisdoms are there. These two are unity. Beyond, yet manifest. So the Buddha discussed in the Heart Sutta, the form or the matter is emptiness, and emptiness is matter. The matter is not different than emptiness. Emptiness is not different than matter. So that means the emptiness beyond, yet is appearance manifesting are together, unity. So from the empty aspect, we are free, which is wonderful, but from the luminous aspect, we are happy, possibility, colorful, not just empty. And these two together, unity, what we call the unity of these two things. So we are now here. And this is what we call the secret of the universe. Secret of your true self, your true nature. Secret of all the phenomena. So Buddha first, he was born with a wonderful family in Nepal. Lumbini, place called Lumbini. So Buddha has wonderful parents, luxury life. He was prince. But he has this question: what is the meaning of life? Who are the nature of us? Who am I? So this question that very strong with Buddha, though he has a wonderful life, wonderful palace, everything's wonderful. But then eventually this question became very strong. He left the kingdom, looked for answer. So Buddha went to India, many different places, the north, center, south, different place. But he cannot find the real answer. Although he met many teachers and he learned different lineage of those days, philosophical teachers and the great meditators, and he learned very quickly Buddha is genius, and then he becomes sometimes better than teacher, nothing more to learn. Then Buddha thought, okay, only this intellectual level is not enough. So what I need is meditate, very determined practice. So Buddha went to Bodh Gaya, near the Bodh Gaya in India, the Narajan river, and he really determined practice, strong concentration for 6 years. Even after that, he find that answer is not easy, quite complicated, cannot find the real answer. Then he let go of everything, let go of this intellectual knowledge, studies, let go of tight, determined meditation practice. Just let everything be as it is, be natural. And looks like something coming together for him. Maybe he can find the answer. So then finally he went to Bodh Gaya in India, under the Bodhi tree, and really be with the true nature, be with the unity, be honest and luminous. And it's not that you make this and these are our true nature with us 24 hours. Whether you recognize or not, no difference. Whether Buddha teach about this emptiness and luminous nature or not, no difference. Sometimes we call like our true nature is like gravity. Whether you believe or not, it doesn't matter. Whether somebody recognize or not, it doesn't matter. Whether somebody teach you about the gravity or not, it doesn't matter. It's always there. So same thing, that unity, our true nature is always there. If you not recognize, then become samsara, we suffer. If you recognize, become enlightenment, freedom, enrichment, qualities. So in this the course we will discuss about the pure perception, sometimes what we call the taking fruition as path, meaning we all are Buddha right now, right here, but we are not recognized. So that fruition, enlightenment, recognizing now through shamatha meaning the concentration, awareness, meditation, with the vipassana meaning the freedom, the emptiness, true nature, with the loving kindness, compassion, with refuge, bodhicitta, so many different 6 paramita, so many different aspects of the path that connecting with the recognition of true nature at the beginning. Of course, at the beginning we cannot recognize very clear. It's very, very shallow recognition. But then what we are recognizing, that we are Buddha, we are recognizing our enlightenment nature right now, right here, through that has entire practice, entire path. So therefore, what we call taking fruition as path. And through that, we will discuss about all this practice in this courses. So now the most important is the first practice in the Vajrayana, the most important. Begin by appreciation, gratitude. So should we practice together a little bit about that appreciation and gratitude? The first step of practice. And this could be very simple thing. Maybe you are alive now. Appreciate that. Do you appreciate that or no? You are alive now. Do you appreciate that? Normally, we are not appreciate. We are taking for granted. We are thinking, oh, of course. Sometimes what we call the bird flying in the space without recognizing space. Fish swimming in the water without recognizing water. So similarly, normally we have all these enlightened qualities like awareness 24 hours, love and compassion 24 hours. So in the Joy of Living courses, we introduce the innate love and compassion with us 24 hours, And first time when we talk about this, nobody believed. if this is new, like most of the time I have this lot of story that when I teach that this innate love and compassion with us 24 hours, even while you're sleeping, we have that. When we discuss about that, people not believe. And then after my teaching, I finish my teaching, come out, and somebody waiting outside. They said, thank you very much for your teaching. And you are telling to all of us that we all have this wonderful nature. Maybe they do, but not me. I don't have this love and compassion. I don't have wisdom, awareness. I hate myself 24 hours, like that. And they said, just want to let you know that I don't have these qualities. And then normally I ask them, why you come here? And they said, to learn from you. Then I said, why you want to learn from me? And normally they said, I don't like this self-hatred. I want to free from that. I want to be happy. Then I'm telling them, that is love. That is compassion. That is care. You have self-love because you took the time, effort, buy flight ticket, spend a lot of money, all the way come here. Why? You want to free this self-hatred. You want to be happy. So there's a lot of self-kind, compassion there, but normally we are not recognized. We think, I hate myself all the times. So when I discuss that, most people say, yeah, that's true. So these qualities with us all the time, love and compassion also, and the wisdom also. Yeah, maybe I will introduce you these qualities, maybe just simple way. Again, my hand. So these days, I'm talking a lot about my hand. My special hand. So now my question is, how many of you can see my hand or hear my voice? If you don't look at my hand, maybe you can hear my voice. Yes or no? Yeah, so if you look at the video or listen to my voice, yes, right? Finish. Now introduction of awareness, love and compassion, wisdom, finish. Do you understand? And normally most people say, how come? Just seeing your hand is awareness, is love and compassion, is wisdom. Are you crazy? People say something like that. But actually, perceiving my hand or my voice or feeling, whatever perceiving in your mind is awareness, as I mentioned before. And then the wisdom meaning what we call recognition, or discerning, wisdom meaning to identify, discerning, recognition, detection. So these are wisdom, and the wisdom comes from curiosity, or it comes from questioning so many different ways to have wisdom. So of course, you perceive my hand is awareness, and you recognize it is hand is wisdom, then you have a reaction. I like, I don't like, there's feeling, there's sensation in the body, pleasant, unpleasant, different ways. That is love and compassion that manifesting us. So perceiving is awareness, recognizing my hand is wisdom, and the reaction, the feeling reaction or sensation reaction to my hand is love and compassion. And these are always there, even while you're sleeping in the nighttime. Looks like you're unconscious, but awareness, love and compassion is fully manifest different ways. For example, if the mosquito bites you while you're sleeping, you automatically scratch. Why? You perceive that pain, awareness, and you recognize its pain, wisdom. Then there's a reaction. You want to scratch. It's love and compassion. So even while you're sleeping, we have awareness, love and compassion, wisdom. But it is filter, what we call, is cover. So Buddha went to Bodh Gaya, sat under Bodhi tree, and there's one very special moment of memory comes to Buddha, that when Buddha was young, Buddha's father took him to the farmer festival. So they all went to the field and dancing, different show. Very interesting normally, but Buddha was quite bored, and he went alone into the apple farm, kind of like the rose apple tree. He went under that and he lying down there or just sit there and just be with the nature, feel the environment, just let his mind and body as it is, just naturally. In that moment, he felt something extraordinary. He felt this joy, present, yet cannot really describe. It's beyond concept, beyond subject and object, yet can experience. Fully there, so happy, joyful, but no beyond grasping, no concept. So Buddha recalled that memory, and that really helps for Buddha to recognize the true nature, that beyondness, subject and object, yet can experience clarity, luminosity, awareness. And after that, Buddha fully enlightened. So, by recognizing our true nature with these two qualities, beyondness, which is a freedom, it's not nothing, it's colorful. So these two together, Buddha achieved enlightenment. So, therefore, the Vajrayana teaching discuss about this wonderful nature. And in fact, after Buddha fully enlightened, he said, Sabshit Dodal. This is in Tibetan. I don't know how to translate well in English, but I will try. Sabshit Dodal. Vesandumache, Dizutabu, Chuji, Koen, Sulatenjang, Kor, Mingyur Mima Nandap Newton, never cha. So the main meaning is, I discover Dharma like nectar. It is profound, it is peaceful, Dodal meaning beyond concept, and it is luminosity, and it is uncontrived. So much. Even though if I teach to others, no one will understand, because it is beyond concept, beyond word, beyond subject and object, beyond everything actually, by true nature, as I mentioned before. It is beyond time and matter, beyond subject and object, beyond suffering, everything beyond. Yet it's like nectar. When you drink nectar, you can feel it, you can experience it, right? Not nothing. So therefore, it's luminosity. It is profound. So Buddha said, even I teach to others, nobody will understand because of beyond concept. So I will not say anything. Stay in the forest with silence. But then there's a lot of requests, like Brahma, Vishnu, like these gods. And also people request Buddha, and he begin to teach step by step. So first he talked about the Four Noble Truths, then he talked about the emptiness and the loving kindness, compassion, and bodhicitta. And what we call the final teaching is the sometimes what we call Buddha nature. And that Buddha nature meaning the empty luminous nature of all of us, the beyond yet luminous, that Buddha nature teaching. So this nature is like sun in the sky, but they can be covered by cloud, right? Cloud, obscuration, like cloud. Sometimes in the daytime, the sky is full of cloud and become dark, right? But it doesn't mean there's no sun. Sun is fully manifesting, it's there, but it's covered. So the hindrance, Buddha said hindrance, The hindering is based on ignorance, aversion, and craving. These three together then create imprint, the karmic imprint, the habitual tendency. And based on that, what we perceive is samsara. It's like dark cloud, or thick cloud, or yellow cloud, or red cloud, whatever. This cloud has different colors, totally covered. Then we don't see our true nature, but the sun is still there. Light is still there. So similarly, so whole the path is to discover our true nature, and the first step is appreciation. So just appreciate being alive, appreciate the having senses like eyes, ear, nose, tongue that you can perceive. You have the mind that you can think. And you all come here together looking for the answer. Wonderful quality. So we will do this short practice together. So everybody, wherever you are, please keep your spine loosely straight. Whether you're sitting, standing, walking, it doesn't matter. Keep your spine loosely straight and relax muscles in your body. And feel your body. Maybe feel the gravity. Feel the sensation of grounding on the chair or cushion, or your feet touching the ground. And now just relax, mind and body together. The moment when you try to feel your body is awareness. Wanting to feel your body is love and compassion. Recognize the body is the wisdom. And if you cannot feel your body, also awareness, love and compassion, and the wisdom. So this innate quality, awareness, love and compassion, wisdom, are always manifesting with us. So now, please appreciate that we all have this wonderful nature. Our nature is beyond and free. How nice. It's indestructible. Yet, not nothing. There is awareness that you can understand, not understand, understanding, not understanding. All are based on the awareness. And you like, you don't like, the deeper level, all this feeling is love and compassion. And all these things you recognize, of course, is the wisdom. But these awareness, love and compassion, wisdom now is filtered by ignorance. Though it's filtered by ignorance, but the nature is still wonderful, still there with us, and appreciate that. And this wisdom always calling us. This is why you want to be happy, don't want to suffer. Feeling of longing for happiness is the calling from our true nature. Because our true nature is free from suffering, it has lasting happiness. Therefore, we always want to return to our home, our real nature. So that feeling is wonderful. The feeling of longingness is wonderful. Feeling of wanting to free from suffering is wonderful. The feeling of wishing to be happy is wonderful. Okay, thank you very much. So I will stop here. Thank you very much for all of you coming. And then later, the guides will discuss more about these courses and the teachings. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this wonderful teaching, Mingyur Rinpoche, and for offering this precious year-long transmission.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, we're going to conclude by sharing some slides about how you can join Tergar's annual transmission. The opening retreat of the Blueprints of Awakening transmission will take place August 22nd through the 24th. And for the first time, Mingyur Rinpoche will personally guide us through the transformative system of the 5 wisdom energies, a beautiful Buddhist framework for recognizing that the very traits we wish to eliminate are, in fact, our enlightened qualities. You'll learn the practical ways to transform negative emotions into their wisdom aspect, applying the 5 wisdoms to relationships, work, and daily life. This special retreat will be translated into 7 languages and restreamed for Asia Pacific time zones. So please register now via the link in the chat if you would like to join us. And on this next slide, you will see the full timeline. The transmission runs from August 2025 to July 2026 with online courses and retreats led by Mingyur Rinpoche, guest teachers, Tergar Lamas, and Vajrayana Online guides. All the online courses and retreats in this transmission are open to all levels of students, from complete beginners to longtime practitioners. There are no prerequisites. And on the next slide, we will receive teachings from Mingyur Rinpoche, Khandro Kungabuma Rinpoche, Tsokni Rinpoche, Jigme Khyentse Rinpoche, Lama Trinley, Lama Drukgyal, Robert Thurman, and Lama Shenpen Hukum. The next live webinar is Wednesday, August 13th with Lama Shenpen Hukum in a live conversation with Antonia Simbundu. And on our next slide, after the Voices of Awakening course in August, we will move into the Essence of Vajrayana Buddhism course starting in September, leading to the Heart of the Transmission, a 9-month immersion starting in November. We'll explore the 5 wisdom energies and Buddha families, the Guru Principle, pure perception, and self-liberation. New content will be released monthly, so you can move at your own pace. Throughout the year, participants will enjoy live and recorded video teachings with Rinpoche, guided meditations, weekly live sessions with Tergar guides, special webinars and interviews with world-renowned Buddhist teachers, study material, readings, and experiential instructions for daily life. On the next slide, all courses are included in the Vajrayana Online membership. If you're not a member, you can now join with a 10-day free trial at vajrayana.tergar.org with access to over 25 courses, weekly live sessions, and more than 200 guided meditations to support your practice. And on our final slide, we would like to appreciate the work of more than 50 staff and volunteers that made this event possible, and also to thank all of our donors who support Tergar programs like this. As you know, Tergar is a nonprofit organization, and your donations help us to fulfill our mission of making the ancient wisdom of meditation accessible to the modern world. And if you haven't had a chance to make a donation, you can still do that by scanning the QR code on your screen or by visiting tergar.org/donate. So I will say goodbye now, and thank you, and have a great weekend.